make sure you're warm enough and that you're comfortable. So right away, we give ourselves that message that we're worth taking that moment to get comfortable. And as you're doing that and getting settled, notice your breath. And notice your experience in your whole body from head to toes. We carry around tension in our body a lot of the time during the day. And it's really good to take some time to really settle in and relax. Wash off all of the stress that we accumulate in daily life. And often what happens is that we realize that our breath might be a bit more shallow or we're even holding our breath. That we might have our shoulders, I mean, they might be up around our ears, or maybe it's a bit more subtle than that. Usually, when we bring our attention into our body, there's a bit more relaxation that happens. So, as we go through the practice, it's really a mindfulness practice of looking and then aligning ourselves with our body's natural inclination to relax and be still. All of the chaos and obsessions and anxieties and fears and all of that stuff is just something that happens in response to life. One of the reasons they say that we need to sleep and to dream is to process and assimilate our experiences. That holds true for relaxation too. You just need to notice this is what's happening right now in my system and allow that to be as it is and allow it to soften. Allow just our attention to come inward so that we could relax, so that we could rest. The idea with relaxation practices is that the mind is awake and alert, and that over time we train our mind to really focus. For most of us, our minds just kind of wander around. Something associated comes in, and then we associate something else, or we have some kind of reaction or response to our situation. And in these practices, what we're really doing is allowing ourselves to take that step back, to observe mindfully, to not be so moved around by what's coming and going. So we're not arguing with the mind, we're not requiring that it be empty in order to have a good meditation. We're really just not following it like it's the boss. So, as much as you can with your mind, keep yourself focused and alert. And if you find that your mind has wandered off, which it will for everybody, then simply bring it back with kindness. We bring it back again and again and again. Ah, that's right. I was focusing on the breath. I was relaxing my body and noticing what it feels like to settle back. Let my body be supported by the floor, chair. Tune into the whole back of your body. Notice the feeling, the sense perception of your body being in touch and connection with the floor or the bed, chair. Notice what's touching and what's not. The back of the neck and the shoulders, the large muscles of the upper back, are often kind of holding back a little bit. We're not really letting go into the support. Bring your attention there. As you breathe out, the body naturally softens. And keep your attention just lightly focused there on the inhale so that no tightness creeps back in. For several breaths, we'll just exhale and let your body completely surrender to the support of the floor, or the chair, or the bed. Notice if there are any holdouts. Go there with your attention. Allow that to soften. Reassure yourself that it's okay. You don't need to be ready to spring into action right now. And if something were to happen that you did need to do that, you'd actually be way more effective from a relaxed state. Let yourself take this time to completely release and be supported. Then bring your attention to the front of your body. The first thing I usually notice in the front of my body is my forehead and eyebrows. Even when I'm feeling quite relaxed, there's often a bit of residual tightness there. Bring your attention to that. Allow that to soften over several breaths. Relax your eyebrows and eyes. Notice the flow of air. As you breathe in, it's a bit cooler through the nostrils and warmer as you breathe out. Relaxation is much more of an allowing than a doing. As you're focusing on the breath, allow it to become longer, smoother, more continuous. Just by softening the tension, that automatically happens. You notice your mouth and your jaw, your vocal cords, your tongue. Let that be at rest. There's nothing to say, nothing to suppress right now. Notice if it would feel okay to let that whole mechanism soften and relax, be at rest. It's also okay if there's energy there or tightness. It's so common. And just for now, we're putting our attention there, letting it know it's okay to release. It's all right to rest. Few deeper breaths again. Notice the sides of your neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the back of your neck, that whole area again. And as you're breathing, let your sides of your neck, your shoulders, your upper back, that whole area soften and relax. If you're sitting, the shoulders might move a little bit away from your ears. If you're lying down, they might kind of rotate open a bit through the chest and let your shoulders relax into the support behind you. You might notice the energy or sensation in that part of the body. And let your attention move from the sides of your neck and your shoulders down through your arms and hands, fingers and fingertips. Notice the energy in the palms of your hands. Palms usually feel a bit different than the backs of the hands or the fingers. And then bring your attention back up to your face. Notice if there could be a bit more softening through the face, maybe through the mouth or jaw, down into the throat. And bring your attention below the collarbone into the large muscles that cover the chest or the rib cage, the front and the sides. Notice the muscles of the stomach area, the lower abdomen, the whole front of your torso. And here is where we can really feel and see the breath, how our body moves in response to the breath. When we relax our stomach muscles, then the breath can be more diaphragmatic, the natural way the body breathes. Just to soften the muscles of the stomach area, automatically the breath will become smoother and softer. We can do this as long as we like.